Aloha, I'm Nadi and I'll be guiding you in this practice. Are you having issues with tension headaches, pain in the head? Well, this class, let's address that. Wouldn't it be nice to just relieve ourselves from that pain? So grab your props, your blocks, and bolsters or blankets and pillows, and I'll see you on your mat. Aloha. Aloha, everyone. So glad you made it back onto your mat for some self-care time. So today's class will be focusing a lot more on things we can do in our practice to relieve headaches. So tension headaches, sinus headaches, any pain that's radiating out into the temples, the forehead, the crown, the back, into the neck, trapezius muscles, shoulders. And I wanted to bring this up today because I know that a lot of us on a daily basis, we're dealing with different kinds of stressors in our lives externally. And sometimes we even hold stress within us that we create for ourselves, and we don't really know how to relieve this from our bodies. And sometimes it really ends up in key places where we end up having issues with concentration. We can't do our normal daily activities properly because we're in pain. We have tension in our bodies. We have less ability to deal with stressful situations and in the workplace, with family, and it ends up taking a toll on our physical activity sometimes. We don't want to do as much. We want to maybe sleep more, and maybe even sometimes it can affect our sleep. So, having said that, I'd like to bring us into a sequence where we're going to dive into pranayama, so breath work first, to really dive into our bodies, become more connected with sensations in our heads, in our shoulders, in our whole body, and then move into some poses or exercises that can help us potentially relieve some of that tension. Okay? So we'll come into a comfortable seat. You can sit in Sukhasana, or you can just have one shin in front of the other. You can sit on a block or a folded blanket. I'm just sitting on a folded blanket right now. Make sure you have 2 blocks with you and a strap. If you have some of these stretchy kind of exercise bands, I will be referring to these later. They're optional, so you don't have to have them, but if you do have them, you can have them nearby. You can also have bolsters, rolled up towels, a bunch of pillows to support you if need be. We may have the pain going on, things going on, but bring your awareness right down to your central midline of your body. Bringing your hands on your thighs. Maybe closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you. Take a moment here to witness everything that's flooding into your body. Everything that's flooding in, everything that's coming out. Just notice here how you're feeling. Physically, mentally, emotionally. So no effort in the breath, no movement yet, just bringing awareness. Bring your awareness now deep down into your pelvis, sinking deeper here, feeling your whole pelvic bowl, finding stability, grounding down through the earth beneath you. Take a moment to feel that happening in your body. And then bring your awareness to your thighs, your hips, and your lower back. Think of it as an energetic triangle, grounding you down more deeply into the energy of the earth. And And start tapping into your breath. So notice how you've been breathing, where you've been breathing in your body. Are you breathing in your lower belly, the upper abdomen, the side ribs? Maybe you're breathing higher up in the chest. And there's no judgment here. Just notice where you're breathing mostly. Is it more shallow? Is it quick breaths? Notice the inhales as they come in. And then notice the exhales, where the air is coming out. Through the nostrils, through the mouth. Now start breathing more deeply, inhaling through the belly. And then exhaling out as you need, just releasing your weight down deeply. Relaxing the shoulders, lengthening the spine. So send maybe the shoulders stacked above the hips and the head stacked above the shoulders. Lengthening the back of the neck, maybe sitting up a little bit more tall here in your seat. Notice everything you're feeling in your head. Without pushing away the pain, notice the pain, how it's coming in. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but to bring awareness to the pain more deeply can help us understand how we're holding this pain in our body and how we can become aware of releasing this pain later on. So feel the pain. Where is it in your head? Where is it radiating? Send your breath all the way up into the chest. And then slowly exhale out here. Take a deep breath here again. Sending the cool air up the nostrils, and then as you exhale, maybe feeling this warm air coming out your nose and your mouth. So now we'll do a pranayama technique that's called Nadi Shodhana. So we'll come into hand mudra. Take your right hand, the middle 3 fingers, close them in. Open out the pinky and the thumb. Take your right thumb, cover the right nostril with your right thumb. You can keep your hand relaxed here, that's okay. So the way it's going to work, you can watch me first, and then you can do it on your own, but it's called alternate breathing, and it's supposed to purify our energy channels to really create flow and be able to cause a lot of ease in our bodies, calming the mind, calming the body, calming the nervous system. So you can try and do that with your eyes closed. So the way it's going to work is you're going to block the right nostril with the right thumb. You're going to inhale slowly in the left nostril. And then you're going to switch by blocking the left nostril with the pinky and exhale through the right nostril. Staying here, you're going to inhale into the right nostril. Take a pause. Block the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale out the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Block the left nostril, exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Block the right nostril, exhale out the left. Inhale through the left. Block the left nostril, exhale out the right. And we keep doing this in this way. And if you feel like, oh, my headache is causing me to lose concentration here, I need a break, you can stop, you can just breathe normally, you can pause the video and come back to this. We'll start over again. And this time around, we're going to take a couple of minutes to fully take in this Nadi Shodhana, okay? So again, we'll block the right nostril with the right thumb. With every inhale, you take a pause at the top. And every exhale at the bottom, you take a pause. Notice how with every inhale and every exhale, you can lengthen the exhalations and inhalations. You can start focusing a lot more on taking your time here with this. So we'll start inhaling through the left nostril. Block the left nostril, exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Block the right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block the right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block left nostril, exhale right. And release. Maybe keeping your eyes closed. Take a really deep breath in here. Exhale it out. Out the mouth or the nose. Again. Relaxing the jaw, the cheekbones, the eyes, and the forehead here. And then maybe blink gently your eyes opened. Take the thumbs, bring your hands together, place the thumbs onto the third eye, and just slide your thumb across the forehead, down into the temples, and then down into the cheekbones. And once you land on the cheekbones, you have a choice to either go and follow the cheekbones down towards the nose, the sinus area, and then down towards the lips and then around, or you can slide your fingers away from the cheekbones, all the way up to the jaw hinge, and then follow the jaw down all the way to the chin. And then do this a couple more times, following the intuitive sensation that you need for yourself. You can alternate those. Just sliding your thumbs with pressure just above the eyebrows and then down. And when you do that, just feel a kind of sensation of letting everything go downwards. Let your jaw open. Let your sinuses open. And if you'd like, you can bring your thumbs right on the bridge of the nose, near your face, right here, and just press there for a second. Just press there. Leverage your other fingers together. Relax the shoulders. Put a bit of pressure there. And then just press, sliding your thumbs down the side of the nose. And then right under the cheekbones. Press under the cheekbones. Back into the jaw hinge and then down the jaw. Okay? And then release. You can do this a few more times with yourself laying down as well. And you can start finding pressure points on your face. There's one right here underneath the eyebrows, right at the top of the eyebrows, right here. You can press there and hold it here. And it may feel intense. You may feel this dull ache, pressure in the back of the head and the eyes. And then just slide your fingers through the eyebrows to release. You can follow just inside of the eye socket as well. You can also just press your fingers in different areas of the face, right? You can find what feels good for your particular body in this particular time. Sometimes you'll find that you bring awareness to your face, and then you start bringing awareness to the scalp, and then pressing your fingers further back on the scalp, around the back of the ears, along the top of the crown, pressing your fingers. Notice how that feels for you. Okay, so this is a bit of self-massaging, taking the time after your breathing exercises to become more deeply connected with the sensations in your body and how you can create ease in your own body with what you decide to do with yourself. Yeah? So first we're going to go into neck release. So you can sit on a block here. You can also have a block underneath the right hand. You can take a block on the right side of your hip, about a 1.5 feet away from your right hip. Place your hand on your block or your mat, just like this. Take a deep breath in here. So if you had the left shin on top of the right, you can switch here, or switch the shin, bringing the right shin in front of the left or the left shin in front of the right. Place your right hand on top of your block directly away from your hip. Inhale the left arm overhead, and then keeping the left hip bone drawn into the mat, both hip bones grounded, feeling that triangle that we had deeply infused into the earth beneath us. Keep it there, and then exhale, bend the right elbow towards your torso as you send the right arm up and overhead. Take a deep breath into the front and side ribs here. And then exhale, relax the top shoulder away from the ear. Inhale, lengthen the sternum up towards the sky. And then exhale, bend more deeply into that right elbow, relaxing the neck. You can look down. at your mat. You can look sideways. Start bringing length in the back line of the body as well as the front. And if you feel like your left hip is lifting, press into the right block. Press your right hand into the right block. Feel the opening happening from the bottom left hip and not just from the top shoulder. You want to relax the shoulders down. 2 more breaths here. And then keeping this posture, we're going to go into neck release. So slide the left arm down and away from you into a hover. Take a deep breath in, lifting the heart up. And then exhale, relax the abdomen as you reach your left fingers away from you. So reach the arm as you relax the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Breathe here into the side of the neck on the left side. Lengthening your exhalations, relaxing your jaw and your eyes. Maybe you'd like to just relax the chin down towards the right shoulder, looking down if that feels good to you. Keep connecting to the deep sensations that you feel in your neck. Slight lift in the chest and then reaching again. Keep your face relaxed. And then bring your right fingers on your right temple and just press your head back up. Take a moment here to lower your hands down, closing the eyes and noticing the left side versus the right side. Now take the block on the other side. Place your left hand on your left block. Inhale, take the right arm overhead. And then exhale, press the right hip into the mat, bending the left elbow towards your side, reaching the right arm up and overhead. Inhale, open the top shoulder as you reach your heart up. And then exhale, relax the left shoulder down your back. Reach from the right hip. So feel that length happening from the right hip. You want to maybe try and bring the right shoulder slightly front and up so that you feel the lat wrapping forward, just like in down dog. You don't want to lift that shoulder up towards your ear. You want to relax the shoulder down, but wrap it frontward slightly. You can feel that more deeply if you bring the right pinky down towards the mat. Keep your neck relaxed here. And then on your next exhale, release the right arm down and away from you, keeping the neck and body where it is. Take an inhale into the side of the neck. And then exhale, relax shoulder blades down your back as you reach your right fingers away from you, hovering on the mat. Inhale into the side and back ribs. Exhale, relax the lower back and the abdomen. Inhale into the front ribs, drawing them up. Exhale, relax shoulders, maybe looking down if that feels good to you. Breathe into the discomfort. Notice where you're feeling the discomfort. Witness it from the outside of your body. Being gentle and caring as a witness. And then come back into your body, feeling all of what you're feeling and fully embracing how you're causing a deeper opening and release with your breath and your mindfulness. Take your left fingers on your left temple, draw your head back up to center. Bring your legs forward in front of you, just like this. Now we're going to come into forward fold, so caterpillar. You have choices here. You can sit on a block or blankets. I'm just going to stay just like this. And once you fold, you can lay your head on a block on your legs if you'd like. You can also have rolled up blankets or bolster to support your torso if need be. So take an inhale here in Dandasana. Flex your toes towards you. Feel your sit bones rooted down into your blanket or your block. Feel the heels laying flat onto the mat here. Feel the heels digging in. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Feel the length here in the flexion of the shoulders. Really notice here, relaxing the shoulder blades down your back as you lift the heart up. And then drawing the navel in, exhale, reach forward with your length and then fold forward. You can allow yourself to round here. You can hold on to the bottom of the feet, the shins. You can also have your hands relaxing onto the sides of the legs and allow the complete curling forward here. So relaxing the forehead down onto the block, relaxing the cervical spine, the thoracic spine, the back of the neck, the top of the back. Just allow yourself to completely fold forward. Take a deep breath into the back body. Exhale, relax the belly, relax the head, the forehead. Allow yourself to completely melt forward here. Inhale into the back of the legs. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Feel the shoulder blades just rolling sideways away from each other with gravity. Inhale into the side ribs and right up between the shoulder blades. Exhale, relax your jaw, relax your chin, your cheekbones, and your eyes. Keep relaxing in this pose, allowing yourself to fold more deeply with every breath. It's difficult when we feel pain and tension in our necks and our heads to allow the relaxation to happen, but notice where you're holding. Try and actively release your body more deeply, giving it a chance to find a sense of ease in the pose. No rush, nowhere to go, nothing to be, just being mindful and present in full-heartedness in our bodies. If you have a block underneath your forehead,
You can change the level of the block. You can even remove the block and see how it feels to just allow yourself to completely fold forward without anything. Keep expanding the back of your body, breathing into the lower back, deep into the hips. And as you exhale, melt your heart, melt your neck, your head. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Slow inhales. Really slow exhales, maybe slower than your inhales. You can turn your hands up, palms facing up, allowing your fingers to curl in. And when you're ready, place the pads of the fingers back down on your mat. And with control and mindfulness, slowly start to press yourself back up from the lower back. And then slowly curling back up, lengthening the spine and stacking the shoulders above the hips. And then the head above the shoulders. And just take a moment here to breathe. Having your eyes closed, bend the knees, and then hug yourself here in a seated position. So you can curl your chin in, hugging the thighs into the belly. Good. Now, there's a few methods that I really like to bring into my practice, sometimes for myself, that relieves the headaches, and that is using a belt. You can do this standing up, and I recommend that you do it standing up because you need the room to be able to do that. So we're going to take a moment to set up, stand up. Take your strap or your belt or your scarf, wrap it around the right shoulder, just like this, okay? Then you're going to take both ends of the belt and you can hold them. You can have the palm of the hand facing forward, just like this. So take your feet hip width apart. Feel the groundedness of all the 4 corners of your feet first, okay? So really notice here the length that is happening in your body in Tadasana. Take a really deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, draw the belt down towards the earth. So I can have a slight bend in my elbow. So pull the belt down so that it lowers the shoulder. So it opens up the trapezius muscle and other parts of your neck here, okay? Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, lower the left ear towards the left shoulder. Take a moment here to feel that stretch in the right side of your neck. Feel grounded in all 4 corners of the feet here. Keep actively breathing in your oceanic breath. And as you exhale, relax the left shoulder down and the left ear down. This can feel intense all the way into the shoulder. It can also shoot all the way up into the forehead. Breathe into that. Notice that with every breath, you can create a lengthening and a slow release in these areas of your body. And then release. Take a moment without moving here, closing the eyes and noticing the right side of your neck, shoulder, and noticing the left side. Maybe fist your hands, open them wide, reaching the fingers out and fisting your hands again, rotating the wrists, cracking your fingers if that happens naturally, feeling all the cracking in the wrists, open fingers again, fisting your hands and releasing the hands down. Let's switch sides. Take the belt, wrap it around the left shoulder. Hold on to both sides of the belt, palm facing forward. Take an inhale, lengthen the sternum up, draw the tailbone down, navel in, feel grounded in all four corners of the feet, maybe have a slight bend in the knees. As you exhale, keep your torso lifted, pull the belt down to lengthen the shoulder down. Hold it here, breathing deeply into the left side. And on your next exhale, keeping the pull in the belt, drop the right ear to the right shoulder without drawing the shoulder up. Try not to draw the right shoulder up to the ear. Keep the right shoulder relaxed and away from the ear. Breathe deeply into the left side of the neck. Lifting the sternum up, exhale, pull the belt more deeply as you relax the neck. Unclench your jaw. Feel grounded in the feet. Relax the right shoulder down. You can do this for as long as you need to get a release. And when you're ready, just slowly raise your head back up, release the belt. Slowly roll the shoulders back and down, back and down. Nice rolling, cracking of the shoulders. Bring awareness back to your head and the sensations in your temples, the forehead, all the way into the jaw and the back of the skull, all the way down into the base of the skull. And then roll the shoulders frontwards, slowly and mindfully, protracting and retracting the shoulder blades. So hugging them together and then lengthen them forward. And then just give yourself a little bit of a shake here. Good. And then we'll come back to a seat. You can sit on a bolster or a blanket. And here you have the choice to take a belt or the stretchy band. Wrap the stretchy band or belt around your neck. Okay, have it hang in front of you. Cross your arms. And then once you cross the arms, the arm underneath you, hold onto the strap on the opposite side, and then No. Right. So it's just a matter of placing yourself correctly here. Take the right arm, bring it underneath the right side of the strap, and hold on to the left side of the strap. Take your left arm, hold the right side of the strap. Pull down, so pull down with your right hand on the strap. Just a small tug down towards your midline, down towards the floor, the earth. And with your left hand, pull the belt forward, directly in front of you. The belt will be just laying gently on the side of the jaw, right? You can have it wherever you need to. You can have it higher up on your neck or lower down, but as long as it slightly hugs the side of the face. So tug the belt down with your right hand, and then as you exhale, just pull the belt to the left with your left hand. Rotating the cervical spine. Hold it here for a breath. And then exhale, release it back to center. Keep pulling the bottom of the belt down. Just a slight tension down. Inhale. And then exhale, pull the belt to the left, turning your head to the left. Feeling that rotation in the neck. And then come back to center. Do this one more time. Take a really deep breath in. And exhale. Just pull the head to the left with the belt. Relaxing the neck here. Feeling supported with the strap. And then come back to center. And then we'll switch sides. You can do this 5 to 10 times on each side. Notice how you're feeling in the neck. So now we'll switch sides. So weave your left arm underneath the left side of the belt. Grab onto the right side, about chest width apart. And then your other arm on top, your right arm on top, grab the left side of the belt. Bring it directly in front of you. Pull down on the right side of the belt with your left hand. Pull frontwards with your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, draw the belt to the right, turning your head to the right. Take a breath here. And then exhale back to center. We'll do this again. Inhale. Exhale, pull belt to the right, turning your head to the right. As much as you can go. If it feels painful to go too deeply, don't go deeply. Go as much as you can handle to release some of that tension in your neck. Hold it here for a breath, and then exhale, come back to center. Keep pulling down at the bottom belt. Inhale. Keeping a length in the spine, your chin level with the mat. Exhale, pull to the right. Just rotating the neck. You don't want to pull too much on the belt that's turning the neck. You want to pull down the bottom belt more than the top. And then come back to center and release the belt. Beautiful. And we'll bring that aside. Take that aside. And then I'm going to come into a child's pose. So here you can have a blanket underneath the knees or tucked behind the knees. You can have a bolster. Open the knees, mat width apart, big toes to touch. You can have a bolster underneath your chest or a block underneath your chest, just like this. And you can have a block underneath the forehead. Reach your arms forward here as you sit your hips back into the heels. You don't have to have a blocks or bolsters. You can go directly down on the forehead, relaxing the thoracic spine, the chest, the heart. Take a deep breath deep down into the pelvis and the hips. Expanding into the back of the ribs. As you exhale, relax the shoulders, relax the heart, and relax the forehead. Bring awareness to a deeper sense of letting go of your entire body. If this is too much flexion in the shoulders, you have a choice to bend the elbows here. Make a triangle with your index and thumbs touching, if you'd like. You can also weave your hands underneath you, just like this, between your legs, allowing your shoulders to roll forward with gravity. Keep breathing in a relaxed belly. Give yourself a chance to land in your child's pose here. Now bring your attention to your forehead and the top of the back and the chest. Take a deep breath into the upper back, all the way into the throat and the back of the neck. As you exhale, relax the shoulder blades down your back, melting the heart and feeling the pressure in the forehead, either in the mat or on your block, and start slowly sending your head side to side, swaying really slowly, massaging the forehead side to side. And that's similar to what we were doing with our thumbs, finding the pressure points in the forehead area. There's sinuses running up in those areas as well that are linked to the rest of our face, deep inside in our sinus cavity and all the way back into the head. So just massaging here really slowly and gently. And notice if it's feeling maybe slightly uncomfortable in certain areas. And if it does, maybe hold it there for a second, feeling that more intense pressure, pain, and then slowly rolling off to find comfort. And then finding yourself on the other side, you might find another place that's more intense. Stay here for a breath. And then roll off of that area into a more comfortable place. And then notice when you come back to these areas, if they feel less intense. Relaxing the eyeballs, the jaw. Feeling the blood flowing down towards our heart area and our head. Notice if you slow down the pace even more. And synchronizing your breath with the changes in your head position, how that may feel your nervous system and your body. And then you can can do this for as long as feels really good. You might be like, oh wow, I need to stay in this forever. And you can very well just stay in that. Just keep doing that and not do the rest of the video. Or you can come out of this now. Press yourself up really slowly and mindfully here and hold it here when you come back up. Feel the blood rushing back down towards the torso, away from the shoulders. Maybe you feel a slight tingling down your arms, your back, your neck. Just notice how the head is just weighing heavily into its position above the shoulders. Nice solid ball, just nicely aligned with the rest of your body. And then bring yourself forward. Now we'll come into a position that allows us to, what do you want to do? Now we're going to lay on our backs. Take your belt and tie it. Tie your belt, okay? And we're going to have to readjust this, so make sure you can slide. Roll yourself on your back. Take a moment here, settling onto your spine, feeling the soles of the feet planted on the mat, the back of the body, the lower back, pressing into the mat. And then wrap your belt around the ball of the right foot. Make sure the buckle area is not on the foot and not at the bottom. Just make sure it's on the side, just like this. Okay. Yeah. Change the view. Oops. Okay. And then take the belt, wrap it around the base of the skull. And straighten the right leg out. Okay, so just readjust yourself and then extend the left leg out in front of you. Allow your arms to lay along your sides or on your belly. And then you can explore here by bending the right knee and then pressing the foot back up towards the sky. So almost as if you're pressing on a gas pedal. And you can tighten the belt to create more of a flexion in the back of the neck. Notice how it feels when you completely relax your head into the belt and feel the leverage happening with your leg, your foot. So it's your leg that's got you. You can relax your whole spine and your head into the belt. And breathe deeply here, feeling the length happening in the back of the neck. And you can start exploring here by turning your chin to the right slightly. Inhaling back to center and then turning your chin to the left, sending your head to the right. Just notice here how every movement can create a deeper sense of opening in your neck, all the way down into between the shoulder blades, muscles along the spine. And you can even send the leg with the head. Notice here. You can bend the knee again and then press the foot up. Exhaling. And when you're ready, release that leg and we'll switch sides. So bring the left ball of the foot on the belt. The belt sits right at the base of the skull, kind of cupping your head for support, keeping the right foot planted on the mat. Press the left foot towards the sky to lengthen that left leg. Take a deep breath in the back of that left leg. And then exhale, relax your neck and your chin towards your chest. Option to extend that right leg out, reaching the leg out. And by bringing your left leg closer in towards you, you're releasing some of that flexion in the neck. So it creates less of an angle in the neck. If you press the leg away from you and the foot up towards the sky, you bring your head closer up towards the chest. You may feel a deeper sense of lengthening in the back of the neck. Maybe closing the eyes here, opening the jaw. Maybe start swaying your leg side to side and your head side to side with the belt. Or pressing on the gas pedal. Take the time to keep noticing the quality of your breath and how when you let out your breath, can really calm the energy lines in your body, create a sense of well-being and relaxation, complete sense of love and presence for yourself here. And then place the right foot back on the mat, bend the left knee, release the belt, and then fully lay your head on the mat. So feel the back of the body, lay flat on the mat. Breathe into the back of the upper body, the neck, the head. Expanding the front and side ribs. And then exhale, relax the mid-spine, the lower back, and your belly. And then we're going to come into supported fish. You can either have a bolster laying across you from the lower back, and then you're going to lean your entire body. Like this is an example here. If I had a bolster, it would be rolled up like this, and I would lower it down my entire body onto the bolster, just like that. And you can do this with a bunch of of stacked blankets or towels. Or you can use blocks. So you can have it on the wide side or the long side, right between your shoulder blades. The other block placed slightly away from it. Then lower yourself onto your forearms. Your hips are about maybe a foot or half a foot away from the block. Lower your back down onto the block right in between the shoulder blades. And then lower the head down on your block. You can have the soles of your feet planted on the mat here if you need that support. You can also bring the soles of the feet together, open the knees wide into Supta Baddha Konasana, supine butterfly pose. So take a moment here to find whatever works for you in this supported fish pose. And when you've found it, find your stillness and try and release your weight down into your blankets, your bolster, or your blocks. Take a deep breath deep down into the belly. And then exhale, relax the torso, the chest, the ribs down. If you find that you're having a hard time with your neck, you can change the height of the block. So you can have the block at the highest setting, just like that. And it allows your heart to be lower than your head. It might feel better for you that way. Less extension of the cervical spine that way. Slowly release your weight down deeper into your blankets, your bolster, your blocks. If at any point in time you need to modify, you're welcome to do so, to listen to your body's needs. Bring awareness to a deeper sense of letting go even more in your head, in your jaw, in the front, side, and back of the neck and the shoulders. Deep breath into the upper chest. Exhale, relax the back of the heart down into your props. Your arms can be open wider. If you're comfortable doing so, you can even have them overhead, lengthening them overhead, holding on to opposite elbows if that feels good to you. This will really create a deeper opening in the pectoral muscles, in the armpits, the lats. Triceps. And then when you're done, you can stay here, or you can bring the top of the feet back on the mat, the soles of the feet back on the mat. Roll onto your sides. Take the props away from underneath you. And then slowly roll back onto your back, drawing the knees into the chest. Tuck the chin in slightly to lengthen the back of the neck, allowing the shoulder blades to lay flat on the mat. Take a deep inhale into the lower belly. And then exhale, draw the knees in as you press the tailbone away from you. Relaxing the arms, relaxing the fingers, relaxing the chest. And then for our final pose, we're going to have our legs up the wall. To do this, you can have blankets laying underneath you all the way to the hips, and then just bring your legs up the wall. Another option is to slide a block underneath your sacrum from the lowest setting or the middle or upper. It depends on where you are at with your practice. And then when you're ready, just send your legs up towards the sky, reaching the legs up, tucking the chin in, relaxing the upper back as you lay your sacrum flat on the block. So release the belly. Keep reaching the legs up, dangling in the sky. If you want a more passive way of doing it, you can have your legs up the wall. And again, you can have stacked blankets underneath you, just like this. Having your hips laying slightly off of the blanket. And just having your legs up the wall, just like that. Your head can be on the blanket still, like this. And you can be in this position for as long as you need here. Feeling the blood rush down your back, down your legs. If you're along the wall, and I'm demonstrating it right now, bring your hips as close as possible to the edge of the wall. And then we'll allow ourselves to breathe deeply into the lower belly. And then exhale, melt the back line of the body into the blanket or the block. Opening the jaw, parting the teeth. Exhaling, relaxing the eyes in their sockets. Again. Take your hands and rub them very quickly together to create heat in between the hands. Rub, 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 rub. As much as possible. And then place the palms of your hands on your eyes. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, allow the darkness and the heat to melt into your face. You can also have a heated iPad here, or just a regular iPad to rest over your eyes. Some weight onto the eyes feels good as well. And you have the option to stay here for your final Shavasana. Or you can come out of this pose and lay yourself flat on the mat, covering yourself with a blanket. Covering your eyes again with your heated iPad or your weighted iPad. And we'll finish off our practice in this way. I'll just unfold my blanket and recognize how it feels to allow it all to sink into your body. Notice the sensations now in your body, including the back of the neck, leading into your head. Notice if the deep breathing has gotten more refined. Getting in touch with your deeper needs in order to relieve the stress in you and not hold in things that are not needed. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.